Meghan Markle recently sent out an email about her new product line As Ever, but the newsletter contained a glaring spelling error. Poor Meghan. What have fans said about the gaffe? Is this a sign of more trouble for her brand?
Look, it doesn't look great. I mean, she's already kind of got this reputation for, just never seeing things through to fruition. Of course, we had American Riviera Orchard. That came and went, nothing happened. This brand, this brand As Ever obviously does exist. She's started selling her products this week. You can finally buy the jams. They've sold out. I don't know how many she's selling, but supposedly it's sold out. And yeah, this email was sent out sort of promoting the jams and it had a typo in it. I mean, come on, this is sort of, PR marketing 101 that you would proofread your email before you send it out. But, it doesn't look great. It's just the sort of, it's more of the same with Meghan. We know that there's a lot of chaos. There's not a lot of decision making being done. And this is the result, just sloppy, a little bit sloppy from Meghan this week.
Again. Look, finally, Riley, Prince Andrew's accuser, Virginia Giuffre, shocked the world after revealing she had days to live following a collision with a bus. What's the latest on her condition and why has her spokesperson backtracked on some of her claims?
Yes, so as you said, Virginia Giuffre was a victim of Jeffrey Epstein. She is a really high-profile person in that case, and one of the people that she accused was Prince Andrew. She settled with Prince Andrew. She got a multi-million-dollar payout in that civil suit. He did not admit wrongdoing, but she was paid out. She now lives in Australia. She married an Australian man over 20 years ago, and supposedly she was involved in a road accident in Perth recently. She took to social media. She shared this really graphic photo that everyone saw earlier this week, basically implying that she had a few days to live and that she was in kidney renal failure, which was, of course, shocking. I mean, that was shocking news. People were horrified, scared, thinking of her. And now there's a little bit more to the story. Her spokesperson has clarified that, look, the injuries were not something that was immediate. It was something where she was involved in this road accident with a bus. And a few days later, her injuries worsened and then she presented to hospital because that was sort of a source of contention. There were some sources saying, well, hang on, there's no police records in Western Australia of a recent bus and car crash. And they've clarified that, look, it was something that happened, more than a few days ago and that it was a case where her conditions worsened. They've also sort of backtracked about the 4 days to live claim. I think that the understanding is now that she's in hospital and hopefully she's on the mend. But just very sad because, I think she is a very courageous woman. She's been through a lot in her life. And, I think most people out there would be hoping for the best for her.
Absolutely. Riley Sullivan, thank you so much for the update and joining us on Power Hour.
Thank you.